Welcome to another edition of the KJV Journalist, a Genesis 18:5 media production. Today's topic is Tartaria and the Bible, with the byline, Jezebel Calling, Part 2. Matthew 13, verses 37 through 40. This is Jesus Christ speaking. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world, the good seed are the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that sowed them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world. There are a bunch of issues and points to be visited when it comes to the subject of tares. One of the set in stone takeaways from this double witness from Jesus is that tares are the children of the devil. And yes, they will exist till the very end. The book of Ruth, chapter 3, verse 9, an exchange between Boaz, the near kinsman redeemer, and Ruth. And he said, Who art thou? And she answered, I am Ruth, thine handmaid. Spread therefore thy skirt over thine handmaid, for thou art a near kinsman. Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 5. For thy Maker is thine husband, the Lord of hosts is his name, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The God of the whole earth shall he be called. Often people just don't consider the precise language of the contract, which is our Bible. You may choose to be a tare, or you may choose our Redeemer. So I ask the question that I have asked many times over the years. Why can't fallen angels be saved? Now, if you go on the internet, you will find many people who will attempt to answer that question, and the results are usually many pages of scriptures that are at best subjective. What they fail to do, and why they fail to answer the simple question I pose, is that they don't consider what it takes to be saved. The hard language of the biblical contract states that a saved person is the bride of Christ, one of many who make up the church. The Bible has specific rules for redemption, and the one that kills any chance for any angel to be redeemed or saved is that the Redeemer must be a near kinsman. Make sure you heard that. A near kinsman. Jesus Christ is all God and all man. So Jesus is, if you are a human with human DNA, your nearest kinsman, with the credentials necessary to purchase you from your slavery and make you his bride. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verses 39 and 40. This is the Apostle Paul speaking. And all flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies, the angels, and bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. If you are an angel who is a created being with angel DNA, according to Paul in 1 Corinthians 15:40, or an abomination before the Lord like the demi-humans we have been discussing with angel DNA in your genome, Jesus Christ is not, I repeat, not your nearest kinsman. Well, friend, if this is the case, it would suck to be you. Now, the instant reaction is one of horror, and I have to tamp it down in myself every so often. What about those removed 10, 20, or even 1,000 generations, you ask? They may not know, you reason with yourself. Well, friends, Christianity has never been about numbers. By that I mean there is no safety in numbers. You are saved by your personal relationship with Christ, and the fruit will display as you progress. Look around you and observe. There are many who display the fruit of demi-humans. Whether they are conscious of their situation matters not. As I said at the beginning, many of these threads are overlapped or bound together. Debunkers and supporters, both, are unable to explain the longevity associated with the Tartarian Empire. How was the coordination of philosophy, architecture, and knowledge accomplished through the centuries all around the world, without any record of something or someone connecting it all? Examine this statement by Jesus in Revelation 2:20. This is Jesus Christ speaking, Revelation 2:20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants, to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. I want you to notice something right off the bat, my friends. Jezebel, the woman, Jezebel, as he refers to her, has been dead right at 1,000 years when Jesus made this statement. Jesus didn't warn about the worship of Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Zidonians, of whom Jezebel was a princess. No, that was secondary, as part of the package at best. Jesus was specifically warning us about a woman who had been dead for 1,000 years at the time of the statement. And as we look at it now, she's been dead 3,000 years. Was it because she was a demi-human? What we now recognize as a Tartarian, and a quintessential picture of how they operate? I want you to consider something. Most people who have even thought this far about this matter, whether they think of the subject matter as dealing with Jezebel or Tartarians, it may be they don't even have a name for it. They think it's just about people out there on the dark side, waiting for Satan to fulfill his promise he made to Eve in Genesis 3:5. Genesis chapter 3, verses 3 through 5. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, had said, "Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die." That was Eve speaking. And the serpent said unto the woman, "Ye shall not surely die. For God doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened." And here comes the promise. "And ye shall be as gods, knowing good and evil." I would submit to you, my friends, that they aren't waiting. That promise has already been fulfilled. Consider the Mormons, who have hollowed out a mountain and filled it with the largest DNA database in the world. What are they looking for? They say so they can baptize dead people. Yeah, I know. But you can look it up if you want. Or is it just maybe they're looking for certain bloodlines and DNA combinations like some modern day Habsburgs? You know, a CRISPR gene editing machine can be had for between $5,000 to $50,000. And they work on adults with very little in the way of governmental restraints. Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men, and they bare children to them, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Until our next episode, friends, may the Lord bless you and keep you. Amen.